Hey you! Merry Christmas! Banter and Chill's Christmas special begins now. Hello everybody, happy new year if you're listening to this. Before I dive into this, I want to just put it out there that I have a nasty sore throat, and I feel like you can hear my voice. It sounds a bit nasally because there's a bit of catarrh here as well. All of that is going on, and there's cough, so I apologize for how my voice sounds. But first of all, happy new year. If you made it here, welcome. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to 2025. So yeah, before we dive into this episode, if you know that every year you carry pen and paper to write out unrealistic goals for yourself in the name of New Year, New Me, in this new year 2025, you better mind yourself. You better mind yourself and go to the back of the class. That being said, in this episode, we will be discussing the whole New Year, New Me craze and why people get into that kind of mood. So let's get into it. I don't know if you guys can hear me trying to whisper, but yeah, I'm at home, as I said in the last episode, and I don't want the whole compound together and be watching me in awe as I record the podcast because I'm keeping my voice down. Also, I'm very shy. But yeah, around this time of the year, everyone is doing a review of their year, but the amusing part about, this time of the year is all the subliminals and threats about growing past certain people and certain things that you definitely see. People start reposting stupid quotes to justify their bad character, talking about, this year I learned to let go. I will be letting go of different people. If me and you did not do XYZ, we'll be cutting you off. Like, this is the time of the year people start posting subs to themselves, to their grandmother, their mother, to everybody, because everybody wants to. They think that, okay, if they cut people off, is, they're going to emerge on the other side as new people. All right, whole time they're still going in there with the same bad character. But beyond that, we see people not only eager to cut people off, but like I said, they try to emerge on the other side as new people. And I think it's because for most, a new year is not a continuation of their multiple Christmases on earth, but it signifies a new start. And I know that for some people, a new year is like another day at the office. Like, we've done this how many times before? I'm 24 now. That means I've seen like how many Christmases? I don't know, 23 or 24 Christmases, I don't know. But like, it's another new year. It's a continuation of my life. But for some, they see New Year as a rebirth, and it's time for them to rest, to reset everything from the previous year, to reset bad habits, situationships. You guys can tell that I have a thing against situationships because I slander it a lot on my podcast. Yes, I do. There's no need for you to be in a situationship. Walk the fuck out. But yeah, you see people try to reset bad habits, situationships, their body counts. Most people should start acting brand new for some reason. Whip me at the plastic, I'll be acting brand new. Some people should start acting brand new for some reason. And my question is, why? Because like I said, you are a accumulation of all your bad habits and bad behavior from January to December. I don't know why you think somehow, a new year will magically change you. And it's similar to those people who cheat like all the time. We know that these ones are professional womanizers or professional, what do they call people who follow men? Menonizers? Sure, they're professional men carriers. And they keep saying that, once I get married, I'll stop. You think it's film trick? My dear, it doesn't just happen like that. And if you think, okay, once I get married, I'm going to stop cheating, you don't dive rock. Because it doesn't happen like that. So that's how I see this whole craze to want to suddenly be a new person overnight because you made it into a new year. And in the midst of all this, there are actually those who genuinely want to make like changes, like they want to improve upon their lives. Understandable. Or they want to continue the big strides they've already been making. There are some who had, like I said, they had an excellent 2020. What did I just say? They had an excellent 2024. And so they are going to continue in that tone, in that light in the next year. And then there are some that, like I said, they genuinely want to make changes in their life. Now, if you fall into any of these two categories and not the former category of people who are always deceiving themselves every year, if you fall into these two latter categories, please come to the front because this episode is for you. I can't believe I spent like almost 5 minutes introducing the episode. But anyways, we all know about New Year resolutions. It's basically a practice where people resolve to improve upon their lives, change negative or self-harming habits, achieve personal goals, or shall improve their behavior at the beginning of a new calendar year. But before we go further, do you guys set New Year resolutions? Like, are you one of those people who do it? Some people just write down random things they want to achieve that year, like goals. Some people set KPIs, some people set targets, whatever you want to call it, but I think they are all resolutions. So how many of you out there actually do this? Now, I plan to make this episode a 2-part series, mostly because I'm trying to spread out all I have left to talk about as much as possible. But let us get into the first thing you need to bear in mind before making New Year resolutions. First things first, they have to be SMART goals. I think almost everyone at this point has heard of SMART goals. So your New Year resolution should go in that line. S is for specific. Your goal should be very specific. You don't put something generic like, in 2025, I want to be a better friend. Something wrong with you. What does that mean for you? What does it mean to be a better friend? You do something that's specific. I want to be a better friend is actually specific, but it is not specific enough, and you're not going to even know what you want to do to become a better friend. You can say something like, okay, I will commit to calling at least 2 friends every 2 weeks. That is a specific goal. Your goal should also be measurable. That's what M stands for in SMART, measurable. There should be something that you can quantify so you can gauge the success rate. For example, if you call 2 friends at least every 2 weeks, you should do an average of 4 check-ins with your friends, random friends, at the end of every month. So that is very much easy for you to keep tabs with and for you to calculate. As opposed to saying, I want to be a better friend. There is no metric for success in saying, I want to be a better friend. But if you say, okay, by calling your friends more, you're like actively participating in being in their lives and thereby being a better friend. Do you get where I'm going with this? I know you do. If you don't get to this point, I don't know what to say to you. The next thing is your goals should be achievable. That's A. Your goals should be realistic and achievable, as I said. Saying I'll call 1 friend every day is unrealistic because you might burn out. You fall off one day and never return to the goal. But if you set your limit as, twice every 2 weeks, it will be a very good way for you to start yourself off on something you can actually achieve, like something you can do. It's like saying I want to stop smoking. There are some who have the resolve and who have people the backing to be able to immediately pull out from smoking. Some people drop it one day and they never go back, but for some you can't just do that. But you can say, okay, if I know I smoke every day, I will first try smoking only 3 times a week in the first month, or you say in the first 3 months of the year. That is realistic and is achievable, and it's something that you can follow and monitor. Like, you monitor yourself as you go, because like I said, it's a goal that you can try and achieve. You don't immediately say I want to stop smoking. My brother and sister, you are never going anywhere. You pick up that goal again whether you like it or not. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Anyways, as I said, I'm going to divide this episode into 2 parts. So this is the point where I end this first one on New Year resolutions. I hope you enjoyed the part 1, and I cut it in the middle so you're eager to listen to the part 2, which will be dropping tomorrow. Thank you for listening this far. Don't forget to share the podcast to loved ones, to family members, to friends, especially those who are going to be setting New Year resolutions. Send it to them. And once again, Happy New Year. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.